Now, see practice set 6.2. Now, Miss Nikita, now observe the table given below. Check and decide whether the individual will have to pay the income tax or not. Now, the first one is Miss Nikita. She is 27 years old. Income is 2,34,000. So it is less than 2,50,000. So she will not have to pay the tax. Then Mr. Kulkarni, he is 36 years old. His income is 3,27,000. So it is more than 2,50,000. So he will have to pay the tax. Then third one, Miss Mehta, he is 44 years old. Income is 5,82,000. Since again it is income is more than 2,50,000, so we'll have to pay the tax. Then Mr. Bajaj, age is 81 years, so income is 4,50,000. Again he will have to pay the income tax. Now second one, Mr. Kartar Singh, age 48 years, works in a private company. His monthly income after deduction of allowance is 42,000. Every month he contributes rupees 3,000 to GPF. He has also brought 15,000 worth NSC and donated 12,000 to PM Relief Fund. Compute his income tax. Now total yearly income is 42,000 into 12, that is 5,04,000. Now provident yearly will be 3,000 into 12, that is 36,000. NSC is 50,000. PM relief fund is 12,000. So the total deduction is 63,000. Now taxable income will be 5,04,000 minus 63,000, that is 4,41,000. Now no tax up to 2,50,000. So the income on which 5% tax will be paid will be 4,41,000 minus 2,50,000, that is 1,91,000. So 5% of 1,91,000 is 5 upon 100 into 1,91,000, that is 9,550. Now 2% of cess will be 2 upon 100 into 9,550, that is rupees 191. And 1% cess, secondary and higher secondary cess, will be 9,550 into 1 upon 100, that is 95.5. So the total tax will be 9,550 plus 191 plus 95.5, that is 9836.50. Let us see now the problem set 6. Now the first question is, write the correct alternative answer for each of the following questions. For different types of investment, what is the maximum permissible amount under section 80C of income tax? The answer is 1,50,000. The person has earned his second one. The person has earned his income during the financial year 2017-2018. Then his assessment year is 2018-2019. All of you know the assessment year follows the financial year. Then second question, Mr. Shekhar spends 60% of his income. From the balance he donates rupees 300 to orphanage and is left with rupees 3,200. What is his income? Let the income be X. Amount donated to orphanage is 300. Now he spends 60% of X, that is 60 upon 100 into X. So this is equal to 3 upon 5X. Now amount left after spending will be total amount earned minus amount spent. So X minus 3X upon 5. So this will be equal to 5X minus 3X upon 5, that is 2X upon 5. So the amount left after donating to orphanage will be 2X upon 5 minus 300. So according to the given condition, this amount donated is equal to 3,200. So 2X upon 5 minus 300 is equal to 3,200. So 2X minus 1,500 upon 5 is equal to 3,200. So 2X minus 1,500 is equal to 1 lakh 6 is equal to 16,000. So 2x is equal to 16,000 plus 1500. Make a change over there. 15 plus 1500 you make it. So this is equal to 17,500. So x will be equal to 1 lakh 17,500 upon 2, that is 8,750. So therefore his income is 8,750. Now third one, Mr. Hiralal invested 2,15,000 in a mutual fund. He got rupees 3,05,000 after 2 years. Ramniklal invested rupees 1,40,000 at 8% compound interest for 2 years in a bank. Find out the percent gain for each whose investment was profitable. Now investment by Hiralal is equal to 2,15,000. Now returns got is equal to 3,05,500. So profit is 3,05,000 minus 2,15,000, that is 90,000. So percent profit will be equal to 90,000 upon 2,15,000 into 100, that is 41.86%. Now investment of Ramniklal is 1,40,000. Interest for rate of interest is equal to 8%. So period is equal to 2 years. So amount is given by principal into 1 plus r upon 100 raised to power n. So 1,40,000 in bracket 1 plus 8 upon 100 raised to power 2. So that is 1,40,000. 100 plus 8 upon 100, that is 108 upon 100 raised to power 2. So 1,40,000 into 108 upon 100 into 108 upon 100, that is 1,63,296. So compound interest is given by amount minus principal, that is 1,63,296 minus 1,40,000, that is 23,296. So percent profit is 23,296 upon 1,40,000 into 100, that is 16.64. So the profit percent of Mr. Hiralal was more. Now fourth one. At the start of the year, there were 24,000 in a savings account. After adding 56,000 to this, the entire amount was invested in bank at 7.5 compound interest. What will be the total interest after 3 years? Now total amount invested is 24,000 plus 56,000, that is 80,000. Rate of interest is 7.5%. So number of years is equal to 3 years. So amount is given by P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n. So 80,000 into 1 plus 7.5 upon 100 raised to power 3. So this is now, remove the decimal point of 7.5 and in the denominator take 10. So 1 plus 75 upon 100 into 10 raised to power 3. So this is 80,000, 1 plus 3 upon 40. So 40 plus 3 upon 40 raised to power 3. So 80,000 into 43 upon 40 into 43 upon 40 into 43 upon 40, you calculate 99,383.75. So the total amount for 3 years is 99,383.5.